What if I told you that the true hungers that built human civilization weren't just for food and survival, but for ideas, imagination, and meaning? Before there were cities, before there were kings or gods or grains of rice, there was hunger. Not just the growl in our belly, but something deeper. A hunger in the mind, a hunger to know, a hunger to wonder, to imagine. This is the story of how two hungers shaped us: the hunger for food and the hunger for thought. This is the story of creatures of brain and belly and how we first fed our bellies and then our brains. Welcome to Brain and Belly, the channel where we explore how the hunger to eat and the hunger to think shaped human destiny. Let's dive deep into our first episode, the first hunger. 70,000 years ago, we were just another species on the savannah. Not the strongest, not the fastest, not the biggest. But then, something changed. Humans began to imagine things that didn't exist. A quiet revolution sparked inside our skulls. We began to think differently, speak more clearly, imagine what wasn't there, like gods, ghosts, stories. As Yuval Noah Harari wrote in his book Sapiens, the truly unique feature of our language is the ability to transmit information about things that do not exist at all. We could believe in spirits, plan a hunt, warn of danger, lie. We invented stories, and stories let us cooperate. One man can fight a lion, but 100 men who believe in the same God can conquer a continent. This was the cognitive revolution, the fire that lit the brain, and once that fire caught, it never went out. But no amount of imagination could fill an empty stomach. So, 12,000 years ago, we stopped chasing animals and started planting seeds. We bent wild wheat to our will, herded goats, dug canals. In return, the land gave us more food than ever before. But it came at a cost. We gave up freedom. We traded the hunt for the harvest, the forest for the field. Strangely, Harari notes, the agricultural revolution was history's biggest fraud. Why? Because we became farmers, builders, settlers. And thus began the agricultural revolution. The belly was full and the brain took off. With food came time, and with time came temples, kings, markets, myths. We built pyramids for gods we invented. We wrote laws, we started wars. The belly fed the brain, and the brain demanded more. But we also grew sick, trapped, unequal. Some sat on the thrones, others broke their backs. Civilization gave us wheat, yes, but it also gave us chains. We built wonders, but we also forgot what we left behind. The story of humanity is not the story of food or thought, but both. The brain imagined future, the belly made it real. One gave us dreams, the other gave us tools. One built the fire, the other lit it. We were once just animals. A hunger made us humans. And still we hunger for bread, for truth, for meaning. This is the story of Brain and Belly. And this is just the beginning. So, what do you think came first? The hunger to eat or the hunger to think? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your take on this first chapter of humanity. And if this story sparked your curiosity, make sure to subscribe. Because in the next episode, we'll dive into how bread and belief built the first cities. This is Brain and Belly. Stay hungry.